Hello, my name is Specialist Collins. I'm going to be giving a class on request medical evacuation, or in other words, giving a 9-line medevac. Conditions. In an operational environment, you have a casualty requiring medical evacuation and a radio set. All medical interventions have been addressed, and the casualty is prepared for evacuation by available means. Standards: transmit a 9-line medevac request with 100% accuracy and providing all necessary information as quickly as possible in accordance with Army Training Publication 4-02.2, Medical Evacuation. So first off, you're going to collect all the information that you need to give the 9-line. Note, lines 1 through 5 need to be transmitted in order to get the team en route. Lines 6 through 9 can be given to them, while they're on their way. And for some of this stuff, like the patient's precedence and equipment needed, stuff like that, we should have a medic with us more often than not, especially in a deployed environment. If we're doing convoys or anything like that, we should have a medic with us, and they will be able to tell you what the precedence is, what equipment is needed, and so forth. Just so you know. Line 1, determine the grid coordinates for the pickup site. Grid coordinates of the pickup site should be sent by a secure communication to prevent confusion. The grid zone letters are included in the message. If you don't know what the grid zone letters are, every time you've done land nav, there have been 2 letters that you wrote down before the digits. Those are the map identifiers, and that's what they're talking about here. Obtain your radio freak call sign and suffix, so make sure it's your frequency on your radio, your call sign and suffix if you have one. Obtain the number of patients and precedence, so Alpha urgent, B urgent surgical, Charlie priority, Delta routine, Echo convenience. This is what I was talking about, where we should have a medic with us, and in that case they will tell you what precedence the patients are. And as I said on the bottom, if 2 or more categories must be reported in the same request, insert the word break between each category. So like 1 alpha, 1 break, 1 echo. Line 4, determine the type of special equipment required. Alpha none, Bravo hoist, Charlie extraction equipment, Delta ventilator. Determine the number and type of patients, litter or ambulatory. You only need to report this if it's applicable. If requesting evacuation for both types, put the break in between. For litter, it's Lima. For ambulatory, Alpha. Line 6, this has 2 different versions. There's one for, if we're in wartime, one for if we're in peacetime. Wartime, determine the security of the pickup site. So you're going to tell them, whether or not the site is secure or unsecure if we're taking fire. And then, as the team is en route, make sure you're giving them more information. Peacetime, number and type of wound, injury or illness. Be specific in the type of wounds and report, any serious bleeding and the patient's blood type. Line 7, determine how the pickup site will be marked. Alpha panels, Bravo pyrotechnic signal, Charlie smoke signal, Delta none, Echo other. Line 8, determine patient nationality and status. The number of patients in each category doesn't need to be transmitted. So Alpha, U.S. military, Bravo, U.S. citizen, Charlie, non-U.S. military, Delta, non-U.S. citizen, Echo, enemy prisoner of war, EPW. Line 9, this line also has two different versions, wartime, peacetime. For wartime, CBRN contamination, only if applicable. Charlie chemical, Bravo biological, Romeo radiological, November nuclear. And then for peacetime, just give a terrain description. If you're by a lake, if you're in the bottom of a valley, if you're in a field, etc. And then this is an example that I'll give real quick, and I'm just going to do the wartime versions for these, but I added peacetime in there just so you could see. Alright, this is me. I've medevac request over. Whoever you're contacting will tell you to send it, so just go right into it. November Victor 5 Niner 67 68 break. 72.5 Oscar 5 Zulu Zulu break. 2 Alpha break. Delta break. 2 Lima break. Site is secure break. Charlie break. 2 Alpha break. CBRN isn't applicable, so just say over. And then, after you give your 9 line, wait for them to respond to you. And then eventually the team that is going to be en route is going to get a hold of you as well. So make sure you keep your radio with you, or, have someone monitor it. If you have any questions on this presentation, feel free to get a hold of me at any point, email or cell phone. All of you should have the call roster. To conclude, went over each line. First 5 lines have to be given to get the extraction team en route. Line 6 and 9 can be given to the team while they're en route. Wait for a response after the quest. Stay by the radio, and remember that the lines are different, or some lines are different between wartime and peacetime.